All right, hello everyone. How's everybody doing? I hope everyone's doing great. I hope everyone's doing amazing. I hope the stream is going on because YouTube is being a little beautiful little video platform. That's what YouTube is being. Let's see. It's telling me that the stream is not going. However, on OBS everything is fine. So let me just check really quick before. Okay, sweet. Beautiful little video platform. That's what YouTube is being. Oh, I think the delay is so great. The stream is not going. However, oh, the delay is insane. There's too much delay. All right, whatever. Anyways, let's just get to drawing because I don't want to speak too much because that's gonna be lots of energy that's just like dissipated. So I don't want to do that. Dissipated? Dissipé en anglais. Proko. Proko. Let's see here. Playlist. How to draw facial features. And how to draw hair. All right. Let's see. Let's get this.
Hey, Stan Proko here with Proko. Today we're drawing the hair. I feel like hair is one of the most difficult things for people to draw. A lot of us just approach it in the wrong way. We just jump in and start scratching away. Drawing hair takes patience. There's a lot of little shapes, lines, and highlights, and it's really easy to get impatient and sloppy. But we really just need to slow down and take it one step at a time. And when we get to the details, we need to focus on designing, not just copying it as we see it. The approach to drawing hair should be the same as sculpting hair. You don't sculpt hair with individual strands. You find the volumes of the groups. Think of the hair as a three-dimensional form, like the nose and lips. It has mass, and it has all the same elements of light, although slightly hidden by the texture and the strands. Ignoring the form and going straight for the texture results in spaghetti hair. It just looks like a bunch of lines coming off the head. Volume. So the first volume we need to think about actually isn't the volume of the hair. It's the volume of the head, or whatever it is that the hair is on. If you're drawing a dog, you gotta think about the volume of the rib cage or the legs. The groups of hair wrap around the form underneath and inherit the same light patterns. In this example, I made sure to shade the large group of hair to resemble the rounded form underneath it, before I added all the texture on top. The left side of the hair mass is all shadow, then it transitions and has a bunch of halftone shapes, and then all the highlights are on the right. Now we get to the part where we draw locks of hair, and everybody's hair is different. If it's straight, you're just going to get a simple cylinder. If it's curly, you're going to have a lot of little locks, and that design problem becomes a little bit more difficult. But whatever the hair type, figure out what those shapes are and design them as volumes, not strands. So, for example, here's a lock of hair. It's like a ribbon with some thickness to it. This ribbon has shadow, halftone, and a highlight. It doesn't look like hair, but it does look three-dimensional. To make it look like hair, we need to add a fourth element: texture. This includes the separations between the small groups of hair, a few lines representing strands, and breaking up the contours. There will be stray strands that soften and break up the edge between the hair and background. Make sure to add variation along the edges to make it more interesting and believable. The connection to the skin shouldn't be outlined. Show some gradations, otherwise it will look like a wig or clip-on beard. When adding the texture part, it's all about design. Don't get too repetitive with the strokes. Try to create organic and interesting shapes with the overlaps and groupings. There needs to be a good balance of simple areas and complex areas with a lot of detail. Get the illusion of the strands. Don't try to draw every single strand. Have confidence with every stroke. It's better to draw a quick and confident strand slightly out of place than a wobbly, ugly stroke in the right place. Blech. Don't be timid. This happens when drawing strands that drop down from the forehead. People don't want to mess up the face. But it doesn't matter if it's in the perfect spot. Hair moves. Usually you want to start the stroke at the root and let it taper towards the tip. But if you have good control of the pencil, you can taper correctly from either side. Make sure you're holding the pencil like a brush and use the length of the charcoal to get thin lines and the side to get soft, thick lines. Transitioning from one to the other gets you a nice taper. Designing the shadows. I like to approach shadows as flat, graphic shapes. It's important to get an attractive, well-balanced separation of light and dark before beginning to shade. Try to find ways to connect as many shadow shapes as you can. Even with curly hair, where you have a lot of little shapes, it's important to connect them. Otherwise, you'll have too many floating shapes, which can be distracting. In this example, there's a few floaters, but they're all connected with the same rhythm. This goes back to good design. Inside the shadows, keep the texture and contrast to a minimum. You want the focus to stay in the lit areas of the hair. Designing halftones. The areas that will have the most visible texture is the halftones. These areas get a little bit of light from the highlight side and some darks from the shadow side, creating the most contrast and detail in these areas. Don't forget that halftones are mostly gradations. They gradate towards shadow on one side and highlight on the other. Designing highlights. Highlight areas should still appear light after texture is added. That means strand texture should be thinner, lighter, and sometimes remove texture altogether. Have the highlights glow. Try to connect them as much as possible, only leaving a few lonely highlights. And try not to make each highlight the same. Give them variety in length, thickness, edge, and value. So let's take a look at how I broke down this drawing into steps. As always, I started with the linear lay-in, getting the major shapes and rhythms. Then I separated the lights from the shadows, focusing on the design of the graphic view. So let's take a look at how I broke down this drawing into steps. As always, I started with the linear lay-in, getting the major shapes and rhythms. Then I separated the lights from the shadows, focusing on the design of the graphic shapes. In this step, I added dark accents inside the shadows to separate the reflected lights from occlusion shadows. And in the lights, I added gradations from halftone to highlight. At this point, the drawing should look three-dimensional, since we've added all the basic elements of light on form. And in the final step, I added the texture of the strands. The strokes should follow the rhythm of the locks we defined in the previous steps. Notice that drawing the strands is in the last step, not the first.
Hey, if you like this video, your friends might too. Please help me out and share this video on your
Bro, I would have rather seen a process, but I mean, there's hair here, right? Maybe we'll see tomorrow. This is time lapse. So this is the whole head, but you know. All right. I'm not gonna spend too much time here. Just gonna hop on Pinterest real quick, grab a reference, draw it, and sleep, baby. Ooh, Robert Pattinson. Yes, let's do that. Robert. That's a crazy mustache he grew for the movie. Like you don't expect him to grow such a mustache. Actually, this is a bit on the side here. Very straight nose. Very straight. I am. I'm actually going to treat this as a whole volume, not just like some mustache. Okay, never mind. I think we're just gonna treat it as a volume and that's it. I think this is the first time I'm doing facial hair. Every freaking model that I drew was just like clean shaven. Does it look like a chef's hat? I think it does. Okay. Okay. Forehead, large. Forehead, extremely large. Yo. What's up, OG? All right, all right, all right. Hello, 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 everyone. Narayan, what's up, man? Long time no see. How do we fix this man's forehead? I know how. With the magic of Photoshop. That probably went over. Yes. All right. Yeah, I think that's enough. Apply. I think that's good. That's good. Right? I think so. It's not bad. I think a good portion of his forehead is covered with the shadow. What is it called? With the cast shadow of the hat. So I think this is good. Bro, Robert Pattinson is my GOAT, man. He's the GOAT. For real, for real. Right. Looks a bit skinny, I think. I mean, he already is skinny. I live once more. What's up, Mockingbay? I'm glad you guys are here. It's been a while since we've talked. And you guys like came all at once, like too late. Like y'all planning this. Do I want to do the shadow? Frick it, let's do the shadow. Actually, I'm going to do it on another layer. And I'm gonna keep it under this one. Under. There you go. This is a bit of the shadow. I mean, this is all black. Where else do we want to do shadow? I mean, the light the light is like diffused. Long time no see indeed. How's it been? Oh, jawline? Oh, okay. Whew, I think it doesn't look like him, and I'm gonna, okay, it doesn't look too bad. It's just that it's just not him, you know? It's not him. And okay, let's try to figure out why it doesn't actually look like him. Oh, I think I see. I think the sort of like the visor is way more protruded here. Right? Yeah. It's very prominent here. Like we see like here, like this. Whereas here it's not very prominent. Wait, hold on. The jawline, that looks really good. Thank you. I think it doesn't look just like the way I want it, but it's an improvement. It's definitely an improvement. Are you gonna Shadow Bros Adam's apple or what? Probably. Or is it like non-existent in this pop? I think it like just a little bit of it is there, like you can see it highlighted by the you know, the hair on the neck. I did sort of like make a line to acknowledge it. We'll see. Mostly what I do for the shadow for the neck, I just do this, right? And that's it. Oh, one thing I want to try as well is I want to try a style where I don't draw the lower lid of the eye and just like see how that looks. Right? He looks dead inside, so I'm not going to do the highlight, or maybe we should. Maybe we should. I mean, in the movie, he is. I mean, he looks so cute. If you haven't seen The Lighthouse, bro. What is happening? It looks off. Doesn't need to look like him. It's good. I know it's good. It's good enough, but I feel like I'm at a level maybe I just need to go for likeness now. You know what I mean? Maybe it's just the form. Anyways, I'm gonna ignore that for now. I don't want to ruin it. And let me just do my shadows. Shadows, yes. So we're still gonna use this brush. I think it looks good. Like I said, like the light is very diffused here. So maybe some here, some definitely here. Some here, some under the eyelids. Can you try adding the tire lines to help show the frown? I'm sorry, the tire lines? What's it? Oh! Okay, I don't know what tire lines are. I'm gonna look that up, but I think I know what you mean. Tire line? Liners? Huh? Huh? Oh, you mean like, you know, him exhausted? Oh, I see. I think, no. I think it's the expression. Wait, hold on. This is a 38, 60, damn. I think it's the expression that he's making, right? It's like this, right? How do you, like, when somebody is like sad or just like, how do I draw that expression? Wait, I need to be able to draw it. It's sad? No, it's not like that, is it? Wait, I'm gonna look up face expressions. Face expressions. Drawing. Let's see. Neutral, happy, exhausted. I don't know, what I'm looking for is not here, but I exactly know what you mean. I need to, frick. I need to go to focus more on the form, actually. Like, I see no form here. I need the form. I keep forgetting about the form. The gosh darn form. Okay, that's all I'm gonna add. I don't want to ruin it. Let's get back to the shadows. So like I said, some shadows here, some shadows here. A bunch of shadow here. All of this is gonna get, you know, so we're gonna do some grading, by the way, so. This is here, the nose. Part in here, part in here. Maybe not. A touch in here. Where else? Definitely in here. Actually, here it gets darker than the rest. And oh, the ears. Yes, of course. So we're gonna do that. Come on. I got fruit slices, gummies, and Tic Tacs. Let's go, Tic Tacs. Dude, you reminded me. Maybe I need to get some Tic Tacs. Haven't gotten Tic Tacs in a long time. In a long time. Tic Tac. All right, and I'm gonna go do a pass, and this is going to be like the skin, you know, or the tone, the regular tone color. Aside from the eyes, I'm not gonna do the eyes. So with this, we're gonna exclude this part, and we're going to exclude this part as well. The eyes. Right, we're coming back here. I feel like the background should be on its own layer, and I'm gonna make it lighter. Wait, hold on. Let me erase this man real quick. Actually, no, it's okay. It's not on this layer. Here we go. And we make it light like that. Okay, and for the hat, We make it very dark. His hair too. Let's pop. Okay, now the gradation. I hereby name the random frown face Charles. If you object to a frown face having a name, bad. No, all faces are important. Charles is a good name. Charles is a good name. What's the character's name from the movie? I think it's not something away from Charles actually. I'm gonna look it up real quick. The Lighthouse character names. Is the Lighthouse LGBTQ is crazy. Oh, he's Thomas, not Charles. Thomas Howard. Okay. Yeah, so I'm gonna do a little bit of this. And then get it back. And then do this, right? And then get it back. Small details. Actually, let me undo this and get this back a little bit. There you go. Now we're here. There you go. All right, I think the shadows are not dark enough. Maybe I need to darken them. This is fun. I like the shadow laying process. I'm probably doing it wrong though, because I don't know a lot about laying shadow and halftone and all that stuff yet. But it's fun. I mean, it looks good for now. And I probably laid shadow on the wrong layer, but I don't care anymore. Oh, there's some hair here as well. There you go. And we can go on this one. Yes. Just shave some of this off. There you go. That's canon. Charles is actually immortal and protects all those who remember him. Damn, okay. Charles is not to be messed around with. Immortal? Damn. On which layer did I do the hair? Yep, this one. And the lips. And I'm going to be very thorough with this one. There you go. Whoops. And jumping back here, I'm gonna make this really dark, this area. I wonder where the light source is. That's exactly the thing. That's what I was trying to figure out. But I think there is no light source. I mean, there is, but he's outside, and the light source is like the environment, which is very diffused. Like the light, it's all over. It's just like not like from one single source. It's very diffused. It's all over all around him, really. So that's what makes it a bit tricky, I think. I mean, he does look very roughed up all around. So you can just like do this, really. That sort of like area looked very way too clean. Honestly, I don't hate it. Whoops. There we have it. I think just one nitpicky thing, because that's what I'm good at, nitpicking. There you go. Oh bro, I know you haven't seen the movie because you're just saying that, but if you watch the movie, he goes through things. Trust me, just like watch the trailer. Like you don't need to watch the movie, just watch the trailer. You'll know exactly that he's been through it. Basically, the movie, to save you the trouble, the movie is about two lighthouse keepers going on this like very small island where there's one lighthouse, and they need to like guard it, basically, right? You know, keep it oiled, and they have to spend sort of a long time there. Basically the movie is about them losing their sanity on top of their island, right? That's like the gist of it. That's no spoilers. That's just like the synopsis. Is that what it's called? And the whole movie's in black and white. And actually, I think it's in square format too. The movie's on a square format. It's not like your regular 19 by 60. Bro, it's such a good movie. It is a really good. It's very scary though. Like, it's very scary. It's got like that psychological horror element to it, which I really like. Okay, we're done with this one. I really like it. I feel like something's missing, but I feel good with it. I love characters with trauma. Oh my god. Oh, bro. This man goes through it, bro. That's all I'm gonna say. I have to watch it. You do. Everybody has to watch it. It's just that maybe if you're not into scary movies, maybe that movie's not for you. I'm actually going to post this on the community page because I feel good about it. I feel good. Nope, not cap cuts. Damn. Wait, we have to keep Charles alive? No more Charles. We're gonna end him. Say your goodbyes. Winslow. Thomas Winslow. It's a quote from the movie, like, did you spill your beans? Your beans. Did you spill the beans or your beans? I forgot. Wait, bring him back. I need a screenshot. Hey, no more Charles, bruh. Charles is gone. It sounds very evil. Did you spill the beans? The lighthouse. Why'd you spill your beans? Okay, this is a scene from the movie, actually. I want to see it. Wait, hold on. Wait, let's look at at a scene from the movie. Let's up the quality a little bit because this is too good.
And I had him handy and helpless, alone, too far
Wait,
downstream.
am I showing? I'm showing this, right? Yeah, he's revived.
And I wanted to do him in. I admit I did. Seeing the back of his head, one swipe of the card hook would be all. It was. I didn't. I didn't. I did not. The day was long as hell on that drive, and I was lead tired, I admit it. But I saw him slipping, not me. We saw the jam coming, and I stood, and he slipped. He shouted up, and I just stood there. Tom, you dog. I just stood there, is all. Just stood. Watched him get swallowed by them logs. And all I could think when he was done was I could use me a smoke.
Oh my god.
And that's it. So I packed up his kit and fixings as if they was my own, and Ephraim Winslow, well, now he'd got a spiffy clean slate, and Thomas Howard, well, he don't. No prospects. How else am I gonna find respectable work? Tom? Tom! Why'd you spill your beans, Tommy? Why'd you spill your beans?
such a weird movie, but it's so good. Dang, Charles, you came from this guy's face. I gotta get you some therapy. Maybe this Thomas guy too. Oh yeah, they all need therapy in this movie. But yeah, anyways, it's a it's a dozy. He looks very kawaii in the version in my version. What was that? Yeah, exactly. Yeah, if you're into like this weird artsy fartsy stuff, yeah, you're gonna like it. If you're not, just skip it. What did I post yet? No, I didn't. Why'd you spill your beans? Wait. Now who was the old guy? Okay, it's like I said, like, it's two lighthouse keepers, right? It's him and the other old guy, who's you know, the actor is I've forgotten his name. He's like the Green Goblin from the classic Spider-Man movie. It's that actor. Why'd you spill your beans? He's the one who was saying, why'd you spill your beans? Why did you spill your beans? All right. I think we're good here. Did we cook? I think we microwaved. It's not to the extent, I didn't like cook, but I microwaved a little bit, like for like 2 minutes or something. It's not bad. It's not great. It's there, you know. And yeah, okay. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you for being here. We gotta say goodbye to Charles, don't we, Mockingbay? And yeah. All right. Thank you guys for being here, and all I gotta say is peace out.